Some people have been freaking out about the Negeri Sembilan and Johor elections and screaming about how there's a Malay wave coming. Oh no! But honestly, I don't really feel that way. And I'm just here to ask, does a Malay wave even matter? So Poops, I've talked about Malay unity a bunch on this channel before, and I know that some of you think that it's like a bad thing. I don't personally think it's a bad thing. Like, hey, if you wanna unite over everyone on the planet eating roti, jala, cheese, lele 24/7, go ahead. You can even, I don't know, try to strengthen the Malay community or whatever it is that you want right there. I'm not threatened by any of that. But you see a lot of these people nowadays even going out there and then trying to treat people who are not of their race, not of their religion, as some sort of enemy, bogeyman, type C, type K, quill haram, barua. And you know, if it were just a few months ago, I might have reacted with concern, being all like, wow, what's with all this hatred? Is this good for Malaysia? But I feel like I've gone through a full-on 5 stages of grief right here, where it's gone on now to pity, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the people who are writing this kind of nonsense about minorities day in and day out are not psychologically normal. Who the fuck would want to be spending all of their time just thinking about what somebody of a different race is thinking day in and day out only in Malaysia, baby? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about the whole Malay population right here. You know, I talked about how I hate politics in the last video. When I look at all these people, I just see a bunch of extractive half-wits like vampire squids sucking anything that resembles money out from the economy while preaching race and religion and telling people that they have to bunk it while betraying one another everywhere, all the time. And the funny thing is that they keep doing it again and again every single damn election cycle, listening to the minority card, never changing their behavior, always staying the same, underdeveloped, unaccomplished, getting angry day in and day out about things that do not matter. But now we fast forward, and the way I think about it is like, does it even matter what these people think? And when I see all these kinds of people fighting over threads or social media, I can't help but feel like I'm watching fights between insects. I mean, just think about it for a bit. Even after all of these years, after all of these people screaming, did any of you even respect any of them even more than before? The defenders of Jati Diri, who by the way are getting older and older, continually fighting for their race. Have they done anything meaningful, worth respecting, that any of you would pay attention if not for the rage-baiting headlines that you would see on the internet because they have been pushed up by a couple of these losers who run on nothing except emotion? Honestly, it's depressing. Like, do you think it's interesting? Cause honestly, at this point, I think it's interesting only because it showcases that some of the people in our country are very, very sad. If you actually are leveling up, if you are getting better, having better connections, friends, people to talk to on a day-to-day basis, you are not going to be obsessed with this kind of thing. They're spending almost all of their time doing nothing except getting angry, crying about what DAP did, what happened with the UEC, everything under the sun except going out and improving themselves as human beings. And it looks to me like evidence of what Saifuddin said about how the main problem in this country is not actually other races, but instead drugs. It's like these people are so caught up with smelling their own farts and this agama bangsa narrative that they can't even settle their tabung haji thing, let alone the Aman Palestine thing, or any of the other hundreds of scandals where they expect other people to pay for them while they keep being losers and tell themselves that they are the best in the world, and they get manipulated again and again by people whose kids will just casually go and twerk at Zouk and then get bailed out by their parents on the same day that these parents talk about how kita harus beriman. So the past couple of months, I think I've started to realign my thinking about people like these. And now I guess I'm just asking, as human beings living in this noble country of Malaysia, should we be concerned? And when I say human beings, I mean Malays, Chinese, and Indians. People who are actually healthy participants in our society, aka not xiao lang, aka people who actually have stuff to do, which is not obsess over every single damn thing related to race or religion in this country. But yeah, back to the whole Malay unity thing, I just have to ask, whether they unite or they don't unite in this situation, does it even matter? Will people who are animated by such childish and useless things actually ever accomplish anything? Do you think anybody is going to respect them except for themselves when they play Kini standing in the eyes of the world and hope that everybody is going to pay attention to their culture, language, and all of these other things that they hope that the entire world is going to pay attention to, while they contribute nothing, feel entitled to everything, and expect the entire universe to come to them for a song and a dance while hoping that they can ignore meritocracy because they feel that they are entitled and semua orang kena hormat diorang. See, it is one reason why when I look at these kinds of people, I just think to myself, you know them lah, like they're not gonna change, and it's better to just like invest in improving your life because it's not like these people have a future or a hope or a jati diri or any possibility of actually developing or contributing anything meaningful to the human race. Now, I'm not saying that if you get annoyed by these kinds of people that you should be silent or like just like not say anything, but I am saying though that maybe you don't want to be paying attention to this kind of garbage that comes out from these people, and that whether they fight or don't fight or make up or make peace, it's not like anything good is gonna come out from it. I've read Orientalism by Edward Said and Homi K. Baba's The Location of Culture, and I know full well that maybe we shouldn't be subscribing to this idea of cultural inferiority, and we know as much from reading so many other books. I don't think it would be a rational bet to expect these kinds of people to progress when their leaders are incentivized in the way that they are, to just continuously gaslight them, act like they are special, tell them to unite over stuff that doesn't make any sense, while by the way, they stay mediocre, behave like absolute garbage in the human world. Is there anything even worth respecting about such people? And are they going to actually accomplish or achieve anything? But seriously, if y'all unite on the basis of what politicians say, rather than actually uniting over things that make sense, which I'm very happy that my friends, Malays, Chinese, and Indians actually are capable of, then yeah, I don't think that your unity is gonna count for very much in this world, in the next, or otherwise. Anyway, what do you think, Sapoops? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. That's all I have to say about that, and bye.